Sup peeps, my name's Ian. I sell books on eBay. I've got a wee story to tell you. It might not be a very interesting story to you, but you can listen and decide. I've only got 4 orders going out today, so we'll get to them shortly. Not a great day of sales by any stretch of the imagination. The orders that have gone are good in themselves, but there's just not an awful lot of them. So we'll get to them in a wee minute. But yesterday didn't go quite as planned. When I was out and about, popped into one of the local shops that I like to drop into. They've just got like one shelf, one bookcase worth of books. So I can go in and grab, a couple of Lee Child, a couple of Dilly Co-op, that type of thing, the stuff that I know sells well. Grab a wee bag full and then head on to whatever I've got next, which in this case was going to shops. Grocery shopping, not book shopping, grocery shopping. But when I went in, picked up, I think, about 9 books. So £3, it's 3 for a pound in there. So a nice wee pick up when I'm passing anyway. But the lady that works in there, I shall share no names, had said when I was there at the counter, "Oh, I'm glad you're here." Because I go in there regularly. Sometimes I'll pick up 50 books if they've got them. Sometimes it's 2 or 3, but they know I'm the book guy, Ian the book guy. And she'd said that all of the stock that they can't shift, so they get a lot of donations, but they've got one bookcase and that's all that they can keep stocked. So everything else goes into the boxes and World of Books get it for free. So that's how they make their money. They've got deals with just about every charity shop in the land that, if there's anything that you can't manage, you can't process, we'll take it away for you. So they're providing a service and removing all the extra bits and pieces. And they don't pay anything for it, typically. I think there are a couple of places that will go via Ragman, so they'll be paying pennies per book. I mean, literally pennies. And that's where they get their stock from. That's a fantastic business model, don't get me wrong. But he hadn't shown up, and they had well over a dozen big black tubs of tightly packed books ready to go. So she's saying the ladies through the week, anything that comes in that look like they're specialist or they're not sure about, or maybe that they're a bit inappropriate to have out in the shop floor considering it's a charity, they go into these boxes, and World of Books get them for nothing. They just take them out of their way, leave fresh boxes, fill them up, take them away. And they do that every single week. So he hadn't shown up. So she says, go and have a look. Anything you want, you can have. So I've been on a wee bit of a buying ban. I am still going in when I'm passing places, but I'm sticking to just picking up the stuff that will sell good, sell fast, sell well, etc. But when somebody makes you an offer like that, you have to do it. Now, I've not counted through them yet. I've still not even got them unbagged and unboxed from loading them up, but I've got an estate car. So it's got a big boot and it's got a big back seat, and it was jammed to the roof in all of them. The suspension in the car was really struggling getting them home. Somewhere, I think, between 600 and 700 books, there or thereabouts. And most of them are my bread and butter, or things that are a wee bit special and a wee bit different. So I've now got no room to move in the house whilst I get all of them processed and through, try and get them listed up over the weekend. But it really just goes to show that if you're consistent in your sourcing, people do get to know you, and these opportunities will arise. Now, she said I could have all of them for free. As I was finishing up with that, I picked up a fair selection. Another guy had come in to drop off a donation, and it was just bags and bags and bags, the shopper bags of books. And she says, you can go through them as well if you want and see if there's any there you want to buy, to pay for. So I had my 9 to buy, and then I had a huge stack out of the World of Books boxes, so cherry picking all the stuff so that they're getting all the good bits, which included, the only thing I've got handy, a complete box set of the Game of Thrones books, so that was quite nice straight away for a freebie. I don't know why that would have been just stuck in there, but does anybody know how the hell you get all of the books into the box? They don't fit. I can't get it in. It's weird. Anyway, that was included in there. Why they wouldn't put that out in the shop, I don't know, but anyway, that's an aside. So this guy came in, and I could see from the tops of the bags that there was likely to be some good stuff in there. You know, there was Stuart McBride, David Baldacci, James Patterson, various bits and pieces that I could see at the tops of nearly every single bag. A couple of Julia Donaldson. So I thought, well, I literally didn't have time to go through all of the stuff that was there. It would have taken me quite a while, because I'd unpack it and put it in the stockroom for them and everything, rather than just digging through and making a mess. So I didn't have time to do that. So it was just a case of, how about I take all of it? How much would you want for them? You know, no counting them, no idea what's actually in them all, but the guy had said it's all books, and it was a lot of books. So I ended up paying 60 quid yesterday, and the 600-700 books I'm talking about included that lot as well. They probably accounted for about half of everything that I got yesterday. So ended up with all of those books for 60 quid, which is, you know, I'm thinking probably about 10p a book I've paid for them there, which is fantastic. I could have walked away with all the freebies and paid 3 quid for the 9 that I'd picked up, but they're good to me. It meant taking them all like that meant they didn't have to go in and take them all out, sort them all through, somebody spending the time then boxing them up to give to World of Books for free, with a few going out on the shelves, and the amount of space that it would take up, because they don't have a huge amount of storage space through the back either. So it suited them for me just to take the lot. They get money straight away, so that's a fantastic turnaround. They've been there for 5 minutes, they show up, I take them away, and they got their money, which is a brilliant deal for everybody. And there are quite a few in there that I wouldn't have normally just picked up if I was buying them at 3 or 4 for £1, but it's opened up a few possibilities. Somebody's obviously moving and having a big clear out, so there was lots of sets and chunks, so a lot of like a big bundle of women's fiction, a huge stack of kind of young adult fiction, a lot of gothic, vampire-y, teen horror type stuff, a lot by similar authors that I've never looked at before, but it means I'll be able to make lots of bundles out of them, try them out, see what they're worth. Haven't even had a chance to go through all of it yet, like I say. There was about 10 or 12 books that all sell for £15 to £20 each, and most of them I've sold before and they sell quite quickly. So straight away, the money's back for the entire spend, and then that leaves me with still at least 600 plus books to work through. So the moral of this story: be consistent when you're picking up. Don't be a chancer. Don't go in and saying, oh, you get in an extra, I'll take them off your hands, save your space. Don't do that. Just be yourself. Be a nice, normal individual. Go in regularly. People will get to know you. Be perfectly open about what you do. If people don't like that, they don't like that. More people will be glad for you to help clear out their stock. Say there's a couple of places I do go to now where they'll go in and say, all right, before we put them out, do you want to have a look at these bags and this stuff that's just come in? I'm more than happy to do that. Quite often you find some good bits and pieces in there, so it's helping them out. It's getting them cash back into their till, and let's say, having seen what was getting sent to World of Books for free, it was obscene. I was expecting it to be like all the old encyclopedias and, you know, the Reader's Digest books and cookbooks. This is the stuff that, you know, really isn't likely to be worth a lot of money and is a hard sell. But there were stacks of Lee Child, see, George Martin set, a nice set of Star Wars paperbacks that all sell for a few quid each. I mean, it was obscene. I got they don't do kids books, so we ended up with, in that lot, that's all Julia Donaldson, and you know how well Julia Donaldson sells for me, so that's I've just listed them. What was it? About 70 quid's worth listings value of Julia Donaldson books that they were just giving away to World of Books for free. They obviously don't sell well in the shop, and that's why they don't have them out taking up the space, because they do take up a lot of space for the value of the sale. But I can sell them well. The big sellers, I'm quite sure, can sell them well too. So yeah, build those relationships. Go into these places where you are going to buy books from regularly. I mean, regularly could be once a fortnight. They will get to know you, and then you start getting these opportunities to get, big pickups. A lot of places where I go and I'm able to do that, I'm still paying them full retail. I am not getting like discounts and bargains. I'm paying them what they would ask for them. So if it's £3 for £1, £2 for £1, £4 for £1, £6 for £1, whatever it is, I still pay that, but you get the opportunity to get bigger pickups at once. And once you start getting an eye for what it is you want to pick up, you can create those piles very, very quickly. I was probably in that shop yesterday for about an hour, maybe slightly less, but about an hour, and that was, let's say, 600 plus books. So that's a crazy number of books to be able to pick up in such a short space of time. Of course, it did take me a good 15-20 minutes to get them all unloaded at this end, and it will take me, I've spent about an hour sorting through them so far, so probably another hour or so doing that, and then you've got to list them, so there is all of that time added up into it, obviously, but the amount you can pick up in a short period of time is phenomenal. And to be honest, probably 2/3 of that pickup I would have taken and paid retail price if they'd been out on the shelves. So that would have cost me £150, £200 maybe. Sorry, but £100, £100 to £150 just to buy them normally, and I got the whole lot for £60 because they were very, very good to me, and it's doing them a favour, it's helping them out, and that's not me saying I'm going to do you a favour, that's them telling me that I am doing them a favour by clearing out all of that space and making it an awful lot easier for them to focus on the stuff that they sell a lot of. It's a great wee charity shop, lots of bric-a-brac, lots of clothes. They're a fairly expensive shop actually, but it's all good quality stuff, and that's always busy. That's where their business is. So these books are just a hassle for them, and I'm doing them that favour. So yeah, that's what this is all about. That's what I'm talking about here. Go to places regularly. Don't go in and get to know them, but they will get to know you. They're not there to do you a favour and help you out, but if you're appreciated in what you're doing, then they'll make it easy for you, and it's great. So anyway, I've got to go and sort all of that lot out today, and I'm out for most of the day, so it's going to be challenging. My son was slightly peeved when he came home because I'd said to him, look, not picking up anything this week, so the house will not be chaotic, and he couldn't get in the front door when he got in from school. We'll get it sorted over the weekend. It'll all be out the way, but anything else I do pick up now will be getting boxed and stuck at the back until I can get to it. There's no other option. I just haven't any space. But let's look at today's 4 fantastic orders. No, you're not convinced, are you? Nor am I. Let's see, a shocking day of sales. But the first order was worth £23.49. And 10 Lee Child paperbacks. So I got a big stack of these the other day. As soon as they're listed, they start selling. I picked up another 7 or 8 in the lot that I got yesterday, so they're all listed and up and ready to replace these ones. So hopefully I'll get another Lee Child sale out there. But definitely an author that if you find them, pick them up. You can sell them any way you like. Sell them as single books, make up your own bundles, do the variation listing. They will sell. There's absolutely no problem with that at all. And let's say you can sell them for more than £2.35 each is what this price has worked out as. But to get 10 of them out at once, let's say £23.49, it's going to be £6.49 to post them, so that's £17 less whatever the heck eBay have taken in their fees for 10 books. That's quite good. I can take that all the time. So yeah, that was the first order to go out yesterday. let's see, this was the deceptive part of the day. So that was at 1 minute to 5 yesterday afternoon they sold. Nothing all day since I saw you guys in the morning. Nothing all day. And then at 1 minute to 5, bang! 10 Lee Child books. Fantastic. The day's moving. What were we? Exactly 10 minutes later, a wee hardcover Ted Smart copy of The Hobbit went for £8. Oh yes, here we go. It's going to be a great evening. Then there was nothing until 9:15, and this old diddly squat Pigs Might Fly, £9.99. So 3 nice sales, but only 3, and that's wherein lies the problem. One more sale went out. That's for £14.14, and that were 5 Leslie Pierce books. So 1 hardcover, 4 paperbacks. I've not weighed these yet. I've got a suspicion that they're going to be over the 2 kilos. So that's going to be a £6 post for that one. So really only, it's still working out as like £11 for 5 books once I take off the additional postage cost, if that makes sense. So again, still a good sale. So 4 nice sales, types of sales that I like. Nothing in there where you're making like 20p for all your effort, but only 4 of them, which is a tad frustrating, I have to say, because the week had been looking not bad, but then that turns into £55.62. Yeah. So more than a third to Royal Mail, probably more than a third to eBay, because promoted listings on the big eBay, the big Lee Child bundle. So not everything goes promoted, but usually the balance is right, that it works out that eBay I get about a third of the fees. But 2 listings yesterday were went promoted, which is about right, which is what I would expect. But those 2 listings accounted for £40 out of the 55 total sales, so it's going to be disproportionate. So of that £55 yesterday, I might have made a tenner. I don't know, there or thereabouts. So really, a really disappointing day from that point of view. But the sales are still happening. Great pickup yesterday. Get more listed and just see what comes. You know, that's all you can do. You can just keep doing what you need to do, and if the sales are available, you'll get them one way or another. But it does get me thinking more about how to diversify this business model. Listen to me, I'm selling books out in my spare bedroom. Hardly a business model, but you know what I mean. And I did look previously at setting up my own website, so where people can buy direct, but I was getting tied in knots about how to manage that, you know. So I can't have everything that I've got listed on eBay listed in there, because that just becomes very difficult. Constantly going back and forth, not difficult but very time consuming, going back and forth, and when something sells in one place, taking it off another, and hoping to God that I don't get sales at the same time on 2 things. The other logistical issue in that would be the actual creating the listings. On eBay, I've already got a lot of stuff set up on eBay for my listings, but other than that, if it's something new, it's like a quick scan. It's a nice easy template to complete. When you're doing it on, you know, one of these other sites, there's more that you need to put in. Getting the pictures on is a complete pain. You know, I can set up my listing on the laptop for eBay and then go into it on my phone and go ping, ping, ping. That doesn't seem to be as easy and straightforward doing it on some of the other, you know, build your own website type pages. So I need to do a bit more research and look at that, but I am going to go ahead and get that done. Reduce the number of listings I've got on eBay and use that as a funnel to direct people towards the website. So if somebody buys something, they buy a big stack of Lee Child books, I'll get some wee cards or something printed up that will direct people, you know, if you're looking for more, different prices, blah blah blah, you can buy them direct from the website at whatever the heck I end up getting as the address, and we'll see if that works. But it's still, I need to do an awful lot more thinking and working out. I don't like doing things until I've got a process that I know is going to work, but to get a process you've got to kind of do things and practice them. and it takes a lot of time to do something like that. So I need to find a couple of days where I can just get my head right down and into it and bang, 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 work it all out, and a quick and easy way to do it. And at that point, eBay will be about, you know, the variation listings again, like the Lee Child variation listings that I've got. I'll keep them stocked up to a point. I will put bundles, pre-made bundles on. So for example, in the lot that I picked up yesterday, I've no idea if these are worth anything yet, I've not looked, but Geoffrey Jenkins, so it looks like a kind of Clive Cusslery type author. Yeah, I don't know, it's not an author I've heard of, but I had a big stack, vintage paperbacks. These can go quite well, so I'll do them as 2 lots of 5 or 1 big lot of 10, but that's the type of thing that I'll have on eBay. And the other sets that you see that I've got, like the Game of Thrones set, I'll put that on eBay, but have all my Game of Thrones individual titles on the website, so people can be directed. They buy the box sets, they buy the type of stuff that you'd expect to get on eBay, and then funnel people towards the website where they can buy stuff there. It won't, I've been looking at how to price these things, so if I sell, like $325, $365 each on eBay, with the buy 3 get 2 free added on top of that, doing it through the own website, once I take out all my promoted listing fees and eBay's standard fees and all of these things, and put back in what the typical selling cost is on one of these sites, then I can put up every paperback for like £2.50 and still make more money than I make on eBay. But you would normally have to put the prices higher, because it's going to cost you 50p to get a customer just to come in and buy the book. But funneling them from eBay and through this medium and any others might work. So I don't know, does anybody else do that? Does it work? I don't know. I know there's, again, a lot of big outlets, big sellers, not just talking about books, do exactly that. You'll have bought stuff from Amazon, you'll have bought stuff from eBay, all of these places, and when it comes through, it's got some sort of promotional material. If you're looking for more, come see us direct. So a lot of businesses do it. Does it work? I don't know. Is it worthwhile doing? Cost of like advertising material, you think, well, that's a nothing, but again, it could end up being 20-30p a card. I don't know, I've not really looked into it much yet, but that's what I'm thinking about doing. Let me know what you think. Does anybody do that? Does it work? Do you have any success with it? Let me know, and then I can steal all your wonderful ideas. No, not steal, plagiarise. You know what I mean? But does that work? Anyway, now, see, I'm out for most of the day. Where are we just now? 20 to 10. So I've got about an hour to get sortalised and organised. So I'll get this lot packed up, which will take but a moment. I'm going to list a few more bits and pieces that I've already sorted out from the big pickup yesterday, try and organise it a little bit more, and then head out into the day. And it's chucking it down here, and it is a soggy day. Not looking forward to that. See where we get to. I will try and, it's difficult to carry my wee laptop about here to film the big pickup I've got, but I'll try and do something to show you some of the stuff I've picked up, maybe once I've got it organised. And I may have to do another little live sale soon, just to clear out everything that's taken up the space. But I'm going to sort through all that stuff first and see what would be good for that and what would be good for other things. So much of it that I can bag some of it up and just stick it out the way until I'm ready to get to it, and it's more than enough to keep my listings going for the next few days. That's for darn tootin'. Anyway, that's all for now. As ever, love you, see ya, bye.